All right, Black Power. I'm in the house. I'm in the house, family. That's right. Once again, it's on. Let me get this. Let me make sure I got That's right. Black Power. Once again, it's on. How we doing out there? Family back in the house. You know what I'm saying? Been behind the scenes doing this research. You know what I'm saying? Getting, resting and whatnot. I know it's, the white man that gave y'all Black History Month this month. Shortest goddamn month of the year. You see what I'm saying? They done fucked over February. They done took so many days out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You look up, it's gonna be 16 goddamn days. It's gonna be 16 goddamn days in February. Straight up. We in the house. We're gonna be entering phase 2 of the Serpentine Mysticism tonight. And I'm gonna address a couple more issues because I see niggas is still in their feelings about Bobby Hemmett. And I might have to just, go into them Negroes tomorrow. I'm not gonna spend a whole, my whole lecture today dealing with the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, niggas want to stay stuck. They want to stay stuck where they at. You know what I'm saying? We all evolve when we find truth. You understand what I'm saying? When we find truth, it's a must that we evolve. You see what I'm saying? And like I say, some people want to stay stuck where they at. You know what I'm saying? And that's reality. It's like, it was for a long while I used to believe, some of the things about the Meduna. I never, ever did I truly accept the Meduna. Because I have been arguing with niggas about that shit early on. Trying to warm them up to that. The dragon was going to come, and expose their ass for the fraudulent Medunata. That niggas running around, and I know it hurt. I know it hurt. Let me get my monitor up. It hurt. Because motherfuckers, they see what we do is we dive in deep. You know what I'm saying? Niggas dive head first instead of feet first. You know what I'm saying? When you dive, you submerged in this shit. You know what I'm saying? And so people spend their whole life, they're just no different than Christianity and Islam. And you know what I'm saying? You got it. When you're a researcher, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you don't have no definites until it's definitely defined. You know what I'm saying? You always leave the door open for all types of possibilities. You know what I'm saying? And so when a motherfucker, if your teachers, taught Meduna, and they did, you know what I'm saying? But Dr. Ben always told me, that the white man ain't interpreted the Medunata. He told me. You understand what I'm saying? It's certain things we use so that we could teach and get our point across. But it's clear that, these Europeans was never initiated in the mystery system. So I always knew that, no European would be able to speak. I'm just talking about common language. We speaking about the sacred language. You see what I'm saying? And so some of us, we give up a white Christ and then go and get another white man in another area, and deify them. But we'll talk about Christ, and then at the same time, some niggas will validate Champollion, certain scholars, white scholars out there. You understand what I'm saying? Same shit. Y'all niggas got, y'all got white Christ syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you got a white Christ somewhere that you venerate, and and it's hard for our people to come up out of that. You see what I'm saying? And so today we even got niggas who upset, saying we jumping on Bobby Hemmett, and that's not really what's happening. Nigga, the information was outdated. A lot of people say, Seti, why you didn't cut into Bobby Hemmett when it, because y'all niggas didn't have that kind of power, and you still don't. You know what I'm saying? But in the age where I see that, witches is shit is popping up more than ever, you got motherfuckers, they got our babies in front of statues and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Of demons and shit. Then, it's necessary to, reveal the truth, to expose the lie. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really give that part or that segment of the community any really respect. Because when I was out, and I'm still out here, y'all niggas was under the rug. Y'all niggas ain't up top. So it wasn't necessary. You know what I'm saying? But I always knew that y'all day was coming. Just like the Medu now. I forewarned niggas. I gave many hints. Get your shit together, because the sheriff is coming to see you, nigga. I'm gonna nail the warrant on your motherfucking door. You understand what I'm saying? And I want motherfuckers to understand one thing. That shit that y'all put on other niggas, you can't put on me, nigga, because I've always had my place at the pedestal, you know what I'm saying, of this community. So I ain't got to knock no nigga, because when generalseti came on the scene, nigga, shit changed. So I ain't never had to, call no nigga name or nothing, so don't act like I have to, but the point is that the information at this point in time, where you got motherfuckers wanting to do witchcraft and all of this shit. See, I started with the white boy. Be honest, I did. We're going to get on this Serpentine mysticism. We're going to get, because I got some powerful information, but I got to warm up. See, y'all don't say that. You understand? But when it became evident, after I smacked the white boys, I had to come to the Negroes that was professing this information to our community. Because the thing is, most of the community don't know about these white boys and these, Madame Blavatsky and shit and this, that, and the third. It was a middleman Negro, or Negress, whichever one it was, who took that information and chopped it up and fed it to the people. You understand what I'm saying? They wouldn't have never ever known of no motherfucking Aleister Crowley, no motherfucking Madame Blavatsky and shit, or none of that, if it wasn't for these middleman Negroes, okay? It's no different than you got the middleman Negro, that's the preacher man, the imam man. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody running around, these is the niggas, the soul catchers. You understand what I'm saying? That's going out there trapping souls and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, and I just want to be 100. You know, any motherfucker out there it's about the information. And the information is bullshit. But see, you know, the thing is, I should have been jumped in you niggas' chest long motherfucking time ago. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, I should have just jumped in y'all motherfucking chest long time ago. But I didn't really see y'all Negroes as a threat. You know what I'm saying? I at that point in time, it was other information that was more of a threat that I had to deal with. So, nigga, nah, the day of reckoning is for you, Negro. And like I say, I'm not running from no motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Any motherfucker that want to step up and defend the information, all you got to do is give me a motherfucking call. All you little bitty niggas, y'all go some motherfucking where and have a seat. You understand what I'm saying? When the master is at work. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas don't get no shine on my motherfucking time. Y'all could go somewhere and have a seat. I don't have to call no name. I could just deal with straight information. You see what I'm saying? As soon as, you know, and the fact that I just deal with information is ground shaking. You motherfuckers get erratic. Motherfuckers get to talking all type. Cause you ain't now one of you motherfuckers ready to get in that motherfucking ring and do nothing. I will embarrass the fuck out of you motherfuckers. And I'm gonna just say straight up, you know, you niggas is comment niggas and love to my family out there, respect. You know what I'm saying? But you know, a lot of these niggas is like little gin, and all they do is run in and out of, you know, different platforms and shit. And all they do, and then the killing part about it, you want to speak that you righteous, but your spirit is exactly what you is a Baphomet. You is of these, you know, when we talk about, you know, there's always dual realities. You understand, to many of the things that we teach, even when we deal with the Serpentine, okay? But from the Caucasian perspective, the serpent is a vile thing. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a respect for duality, but for the most part, the serpentine to the African is one of divinity, which I will show and have shown. You see what I'm saying? But in y'all, you know, it depends on your center of thought. Many of you niggas come from a Caucasoid center of thought. So you is the goddamn Leviathan. See, you is the motherfucker crawling around on your belly, forked tongue. You understand what I'm saying? Because I have not ever wanted to deal with a motherfucker based on, you know, personal. That ain't got shit to do with nothing, nigga. Ain't nothing personal, nigga. Because if it get personal, nigga, it ain't gonna even be no motherfucking conversation with me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If it's personal, nigga, I know how to deal with personal shit. So I don't get up and become when a motherfucker lack intelligence, then a nigga crawl on his belly, motherfuckers get upset. If you feel like you can deal with it, we presented information. Me and King Pharaoh, we presented information. Any motherfucker willing to step up and go head to head with the information, let's get this together. It got to be a big motherfucker, though. It can't be no little motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I already know ain't no nigga gonna knock on my door. You know you're not gonna knock on my door. Because most motherfuckers know that, you know, me personally, you know what I'm saying? If I want you, nigga, you already got. If I go to call you, nigga, I'm already nailing the warrant on your motherfucking door. At that point in time, it's already too late. You see what I'm saying? And so any one of you cats out there on that Baphomet shit and all of that spooky shit, you understand? I'm down for divinity, but I'm not down for that dumb shit. And I know exactly where it come from, okay? And we didn't even heard the shit come out the man's mouth. And I said it before I even heard it, but understand that we've been studying these, and I keep telling y'all, I say, damn near everybody that we pull the veil back on, either they fucking with Madame Blavatsky or they fucking with Aleister Crowley. I said that shit damn near a year ago. Cause I know, nigga, I went to the beast first. See, y'all not respecting that. I went to the beast. I've been shaking these beasts. I've been shaking L. Ron Hubbard, shaking Aleister Crowley, shaking Madame Blavatsky, shaking the Theosophic Society, and then I went to the imps. Okay, I gave y'all the option. When I went to shaking the beast, that was really a warning there. Say, uh-oh, you know what I'm saying? This nigga on the way. You know what I'm saying? He on the motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? So instead of you getting your shit together, y'all niggas out there still hexing motherfuckers. You niggas out there still casting spells. You niggas think you gonna exist in a world where you gonna teach our babies that Baphomet is, something to be revered? And we already got the facts. Ain't no cleaning none of that shit up. You know what I'm saying? We got so many divine entities, coming out of Africa that can be venerated with righteousness to try to clean up some garbage, such as some goddamn Baphomet. Okay, how we looking out there? You see what I'm saying? How we looking out there? Is we clear out there? And so I don't want people to think, let me get my monitor up. Yeah, okay. And so that's how it's gonna be. See, it's all good when you knocking on another motherfucker door. See, when we dealing with the Christian, we dealing with the Muslim, it's all right. You understand what I'm saying? But we putting all information out there. And I tell people, see, when I battle and shit, I always, as being the scholar that I am, I'm not gonna base my information on some shit that I know ain't gonna back me up when I go to war. Cause I told motherfuckers when I came out, I explained to motherfuckers, nigga, who I was. Nigga, I'm the battle scholar. You know what I'm saying? That's, motherfuckers got all their, I'm the battle scholar. Nigga, I come to battle. You know what I'm saying? That's what truth is. Truth is a sword. Yeah, and it ain't just to be spoken. Motherfucker, I battles with truth, nigga. I show up to fight, nigga. Most motherfuckers say they come on, no, bitch, I show up to fight. That's what I show up to do. You know what I'm saying? Some of you motherfuckers is weak. You know what I'm saying? I can hit you in your mouth from long distance. You know what I'm saying? Some of you niggas be wanting to get in the ring with Sarah because nigga, that's almost like immortality to get in the ring with me. You know what I'm saying? So some of you niggas just looking for immortality, and I'm not gonna I could smack you from long distance. You see what I'm saying? But I told motherfuckers from the jump, I don't come to have no intellectual discussion with no motherfucker. I come to destroy your ass. That's what I'm about. And I do it with truth. I don't do it with no slang because it's not personal. If it was personal, nigga, I'm gonna handle that off the internet, nigga. I don't never handle personal shit on no internet. I'm bigger than that, nigga. Y'all niggas is hoes out there. Y'all don't know how to keep y'all business off the goddamn internet. Y'all niggas is hoes. I was raised in a motherfucking era of real G's, nigga. And that type of shit, just to show y'all how this shit then degenerated down to female type characteristics amongst you niggas back when I was any type of, conversation like that. Nigga, you threatening motherfucker, get your shit shot up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't get into frivolous motherfucking beef. That's because y'all niggas don't respect reality. Too many bitch ass niggas out there. And I'm not gonna get off into that because that's the reality. Back in the day, Punishment was swift. And real niggas know what it is. Punishment was swift. You know what I'm saying? And very severe. So most niggas will, even the hardest nigga, because it's a million hard niggas in the city. Ain't no one hard nigga. It's a million hard. So even the hardest niggas will respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because nigga, when it comes to them things, nigga, it don't take no, all you have to do is pull up, nigga, and pull the motherfucking nigga, and that bitch gonna talk. So it ain't about all that, who the hardest or nothing like. So when you in an era of real G's like that, frivolous conversation, you stay out of that shit. Y'all niggas get up here, running off at y'all motherfucking mouth and shit, and niggas don't even be wanting to go there with you niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's like you niggas, y'all scream that agent shit, but the shit y'all niggas do is, like I said, I'm gonna leave it there because this is an era where niggas could do and say whatever the fuck and it's still areas where nigga, it's still, a severe reaction, to certain, frivolous, talking and shit that niggas doing, it's still a severe response to that. And this is necessary that I start the lecture with this because a lot of people understand knowledge is, you wonder why the knowledge don't apply because niggas in their everyday, how they, deal with society, niggas is confused. You see what I'm saying? They confused, and the same shit that they do to their own family, they'll never do to none of these crackers. That's what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? This is real motherfucking talk. We'll sit behind a computer, nigga. I'm the same motherfucker anywhere I go. I don't get quiet. I'm a very civil person, but most motherfuckers know I could be out, nigga. And if any type of disrespect, bitch, I'm going out. Motherfuckers be trying to calm me down, nigga, because I go from 0 to fucking 3,000 in goddamn 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers, it ain't never been where I got to show. Motherfuckers think they got to show a motherfucker how you get down, bitch. Please. That's what's wrong with you niggas. Y'all in the age of where you got the video, every motherfucking thing. The bitch know everything you doing. Y'all some hoes. Straight up. Y'all some hoe ass niggas out there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be the hardest nigga, but I most definitely ain't the softest nigga. I'm a soldier, nigga, to the bottom of my heart. I know how to, I don't foul no man. I don't foul no woman. I don't foul nobody. You know what I'm saying? I keep it 100. If I come at you based on the information, nigga, I don't even know that's your consciousness. I don't even know that I'm coming about the information. I don't know you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I just tell you what, nigga, I done been all over this motherfucker. More than once. I done been in every major motherfucking city, and I done showed much respect, and all the G's from every motherfucking city say that nigga said he trill, nigga. Flat the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? When I come in, I show nothing but love and respect to the gods on the ground. And that's the way I've always kept it. And niggas know me and know I'm a real nigga. Ain't no motherfucker coming with nothing, nigga. Because it's going to be a swift motherfucking decapitation or any kind of bullshit. So I don't have to address this shit no more. But it just show you why we haven't excelled nowhere. Because too many of you niggas is failing in the basic shit. Basic respect of each other. You understand what I'm saying? If you got better information, step the fuck up. That's all. Don't because that's weak. That's just like a nigga, throw his hands up and let's get busy. And nigga, you got to go grab something, nigga, because you can't be a man about this shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to do this. We can be men about this shit and get busy. Nigga, you get whooped, nigga, you get beat up, nigga. Pick you up, dust you off, nigga, try again tomorrow. Be a man about it. But see, when niggas have to slander, niggas have to go low nature shit to get, to fight, nigga. That's whole shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's only to say that, a lot of people, and I'm about to, come up out of this just to let niggas know I don't give a fuck how you feel about what we said, about the information. The shit is right and the motherfucking exact. I stand on it 100%. You do not like it, fuck you. Flat out. You know what I'm saying? Move the fuck on. If you got information that you want to bring to the table, I'm always willing to deal with information. I love information. You know what I'm saying? But before I just jump into something, I do a very thorough, research into what I'm going to discuss. And there's nothing that you niggas can tell me that where I'm going to clean up Baphomet and add Baphomet to the sacred lineage of African people. You understand? That's just not going to happen. Anybody out there that believe you full of shit, nigga, flat out, you need to straighten your silly ass up. That's why we failing. Because y'all think that, just being quiet and being, and allowing anything to exist is the answer. And that if you say something, you're not being, brotherly, you're not being sister. No, what's not being brotherly when you go generation after generation after generation and you allow some bullshit to exist and you don't step up and see it. That's just like, how, we keep generation out. We see how they do our family out there. Killing brothers and shit wholesale. Ain't never stop. Niggas don't want to step up and deal with that. And so what happened is in 2019, we still seeing our family murdered out here by the same beast. Y'all can't come to the understanding when SETI come out and say, hey, we got to deal with this beast. That's what it's going to boil down to. Niggas don't want to do that. But you can continue to sit up and year after year, the sisters, you see them disrespecting the sisters every fucking year. And I don't know, what do you believe is going to stop this type of madness from happening other than you looking this shit in the eye and deal with it? See, if a motherfucker know it's going to be, some form of punishment for the things that they doing, then they'll think longer and harder before they do it. But if they know you got a weak heart in your motherfucking chest and that they could just do whatever the fuck they want to do to you, and they fueled by hate for you in their heart, you're going to be in the predicament you in for the next 2,000 years. You understand what I'm saying? If your ass is still alive on this planet. You know what I'm saying? I believe that, our people will always be here. But before we get this shit right, it's going to be hundreds of thousands, millions of our people that's going to leave this planet. You understand? It didn't have to go like that. Didn't have to go like that. You know what I'm saying? We could, and the fact is, and I'm dealing with this from Black History Month, because a lot of people want to get up and put up the glory. I've been teaching the glory. But now we got to deal with the hard facts of why we still in the predicament we in today. You know what I'm saying? And the fact is, we have to accept truth when it comes, however hard it is. You know what I'm saying? Shit is changing. Shit is evolving. We doing greater research today than we've ever done. Like this word nigga. You know how long I've been dealing with this? You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers, will still be at odds with you over this. You know what I'm saying? And all I'm going to ask you, motherfucker, do you understand the words that coming out of my mouth? Is you my family? Is if I go to this front line, is you coming with me, motherfucker? I don't want to hear nothing about I'm an African American. I don't want to hear nothing about, nigga, I'm a Kushite. I'm a motherfucker. When I hit this line, my nigga, do you got my back? I don't want to hear all that bullshit. Because all that shit is semantics at the end of the motherfucking day. Because it all boiled down is the information transforming enough for us to change our motherfucking reality. That's the facts. That's the real shit that got to be asked. Is the information transforming enough for us to change our reality? If it ain't, then it's something that we not doing. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I always come with that element to, pull niggas out of their comfort zone. You understand what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You can say fuck Seti. I hurt your feelings, nigga. I made you hurt, nigga. I made you go inside and dig and take a look at self to the point where that nigga say, man, fuck Seti. Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, I moved you, nigga, out of your comfort zone. You ain't got to come and clap for me, nigga. You ain't got to be on my side or nothing. But as long as I can move you out of your comfort, I made you think, nigga. I made that spirit inside of your ass upset with reality. So at the end of the day, at all the jaw jacking that you hear, is it helping you to change your reality? You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, that's all that motherfucking matter. All that other garbage that niggas is talking, that shit don't mean nothing. Okay, 2019, we still seeing our sisters getting whooped. We still seeing our brothers being murdered in cold blood. What do we do different in 2019 that we didn't do in 2018? We done everything but look the beast in his cold blue eye. That's it. You see what I'm saying? Look him in his cold blue eye and deal with reality. We winning the game. We gonna win the game. You understand what I'm saying? Now it's time to close the game out. It's time to come up off the beast titty. Let him go on about his business. Regroup. Get back your economy. Get back your divinity. Let him have everything that belongs to him. And like, look, you know how kids, nigga, I'm taking my shit and I'm going home. You understand? I don't want to play no more. Give me mine. Let me go the fuck home. You go on about your business. And I'm very confident in our people to be successful. But in the back of the mind, many of you still, many of us still believe that we need the beast to exist. And that's the reality. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you have that, that certain, it's a kickstand that niggas fall back on. It's Krakatoa. Nigga writers, Jew-monia, and motherfuckers know what Jew-monia is. If you're caught up in all them goddamn, the Quran, the Torah, and all that, the Bible, nigga, you got Jew-monia. The Jew put all that shit together. And so if you believe that nigga, then he got a hold on your ass. The Jew got a hold. And that's how they tell the temperature of, where we at as a people. Okay? To my moderators out there, be merciless. Have love for the family. Those that support the general. You understand what I'm saying? But I know it's going to get hot out there. Because I'm going to start really digging in motherfuckers' chest. So my family out there, out of respect, try not, to be with, be at odds with the moderator. And the moderators try to, those that love the general, and respect the general, to have mercy and focus on them clown niggas out there in our chat. You understand what I'm saying? Because I want my moderators, if they see any type of foolishness, to disrespect this platform, to block their ass and move their ass out of there. I'm not coming back to let nobody in. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all got a question that, my moderators might take as a form of disrespect, nigga, you better put that motherfucker in my email or something. You know what I'm saying? Because, too many times motherfuckers want to clown on this shit. And like I say, nigga, you ain't got no energy. And I got 2 minutes and I'm gonna move the fuck on and we about to get this. But like I said, I got to deal with the psychology of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? The reality is until we deal with that, we not going nowhere. So if I come out here and teach, and yes, waking niggas up, showing them all type of wonderful, things that our people have done down through the ages, all across the globe. but is this information transforming enough to where it can help you change your reality and get a little more piece of your world back in your own control? You understand what I'm saying? That's what the fuck it's about. To start cutting these motherfuckers off in every sector of life, getting more and more, because, hey, the dance is almost time for the dance. You see what I'm saying? And so you want to be ready for the dance, family. Okay. Today, we're going to be dealing with the Serpentine mysticism. We're going to be dealing with the Serpentine mysticism. And that's really, a spiritual part of our people that deals with our divine connection to the universe. Okay, and when we say serpentine, we see that across the Kushite world, that we always displayed ourselves as the cobra. And I had to say that because a lot of time we just say serpent. You know what I'm saying? It got to be clear that when you look at the serpent on most of the divine entities, such as Isis, Osiris, Buddha, and so on and so forth, that it's the king cobra. Okay? It's the king cobra. It's not just any serpent. So right there it's showing a form of royalty and divinity. Okay? This ain't just any goddamn serpent crawling around on the floor. Okay? This is the king cobra. And the king cobra is just like one of those symbols, just like the lion. You understand, where it's one of the more profound animals of attack. You see what I'm saying? So our ancestors, and looked at it as a symbol of warriorship. You see what I'm saying? To be a lion, to be the king cobra. You see what I'm saying? So, when you're talking about the brain and the spinal cord, which, is the basis of, the nervous system. You got your central nervous system. This is your brain computer that's connected to the universe. And down your spine is, your peripheral nervous system, which disseminates the messages of the universe throughout your body. Okay? And so, looking at much of the technology, and I'm about to pull these slides up, that whenever you look at modern technology, you will see that, whether it's these fucking fighter jets or whatever the fuck it is, you understand, they looking at nature. You understand what I'm saying? To devise their knowledge on how to create the most advanced technology. Nothing greater than creation. Okay? So what better teacher to have than creation itself? So they've been looking at us for a long time. We've been looking at ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? This is not something we just come into understanding just 2 days ago. Niggas started talking about the melanin and shit. Our people been talking about melanin long time ago. You understand what I'm saying? Even even before Kemet, they had already understood this. Our people been doing surgery for tens of thousands of years. So they had already made a medical understanding of these aspects of who we are as African people. Okay, and we're going to deal with that today. And matter of fact, let me just go on and bring these slides up and get busy. I see y'all I see y'all out there. It's going down in the chat. It's going down in the chat. I'm gonna start here. Family helped me out. You know what I'm saying? Family was, after they seen the first, they came and threw the general some extended information. I'm gonna get the brother name. I meant to get his name. The brother went and threw me some extra information dealing with the serpent, the Pharaoh's crown with the serpent on it, and he went to Benin, and I went right behind him. You know what I'm saying? I was quick to go right behind him and do this research, and he was 100. He had me searching for everything, and and I had some of that information, but I had, I didn't have it at that time, and I had lost consciousness of it because, I didn't have computers break down on my ass, with a lot of my information still in it. You know what I'm saying? And I had to redo the goddamn information. All right, I'm about to go out, family, and bring y'all into this live stream. How we doing out there? Okay. All right. I'm up. Let me see it come up on my monitor, and I'm gonna go to work. We'll get it together, family. Don't be too hard on each other. Okay, we're in the house. Okay. Now, what we got to understand that the Nile Valley is the mother consciousness. Okay? I don't want nobody to mistakenly, when you look at the Kushites in India, you look at the Kushites all over the Asian periphery, okay, that they in any equality with the mother house. What you looking at is the exact same science, but it has been customized to a different area of the world. Okay, so when you looking at Buddha, you looking at Osiris. That's who you looking at, and I'm gonna prove that to you. So when I show you this and understand, a lot of people want to assume that Asiatic black man, no goddamn Asian. The Asiatic black man came from Africa. So we got to be clear about that. Some of you is confused about that. Y'all got all forms of mythology. Some niggas is aboriginal. Aboriginal to what, my nigga? Everything got an environment. Everything got an ecosystem. Okay, so I don't want to hear no motherfucker saying they aboriginal. Nigga, that's a loose term, so you can slip in and out of the goddamn conversation where you want to. Everything got an ecosystem. And so when you looking at the 7 Nagas that, we see that is protected, just like you see the serpent on the crown of the Pharaoh is in a protective state. You understand what I'm saying? They there to protect the divinity of Osiris. They there to protect the divinity of the Buddha. Okay? And so on and so forth. You understand? And so when you look at that, Orion is sacred to Osiris. The 7 Nagas represent the 7 stars of the Orion belt. Okay? That's what the 7 is sacred to. A lot of people didn't understand that because they didn't go to the root to try to understand. So even when you're talking about the Naga, yes, there's a cosmological aspect to that also that we have to respect and understand. You see what I'm saying? When you're talking about the green Buddha, and then you look at the green Ptah and the green Osiris, which is symbolic of, the vegetation, you understand? Fertility. You see what I'm saying? This is similar to, the springtime deity, because, you got the black Osiris, you understand, which represent the fertile soil. You understand? Then what comes out of that fertile black soil? You got the vegetation, which gives life. You understand what I'm saying? So Osiris is a god, not of death, but resurrection, which is the resurrection of life. So just like every springtime, you plant them seeds in that black soil. And what happens? In a couple months, in the Nile Valley, it might not even take a couple months. You know what I'm saying? You will see that vegetation start to come up out of that black soil. A lot of people will assume that Osiris is not the god of death. You know, I don't understand what you niggas talking about. There is no death in that respect. You resurrect, you reborn into the next plane of existence. You see what I'm saying? That's why the serpent, when you see the serpent come out of one skin into another, that's showing a never-ending cycle, a never-ending death. You transform from one stage of existence to the next stage of existence. Okay? So when you looking at, we got to understand that many of the Nile Valley deities was carried all over the world. Okay? Even when you look at the little Buddha, I showed y'all the little Buddha and Ptah. You see Ptah is over there, and many other deities. We're going to even look at Hathor. We're going to even look at Isis is also in the Kushites of India. Okay, and this was previous before it was even India. It wasn't no goddamn India. Okay, it was called Kush. Okay, wasn't no damn India. It was called Kush. See, wasn't no understanding of an Indian at that time. You see, and so we understand again that, you know, many times we don't understand the transformation of life. And that's why we don't understand the transformation of information. You see, when we move from one plane of understanding to another plane, you understand what I'm saying? If you're going to stay stuck on one motherfucker, that's death, nigga. That's death. You know, at that point, you stop growing. You stop understanding. You see what I'm saying? So when you're looking at Osiris, you see a resurrection, and you see him, you know, the new son being born, Keppara. You see what I'm saying? You see the newborn son every morning. That's resurrection. You know, it's always a new transformation in life, not death. Okay, so when you transform in your understanding and transform in your studies, and you move from, don't be like ashamed to, you know, say I didn't grew up. This is where I was at this time, but now I done been, I've been exposed to some new information, and based on my research, it's true. Okay. And so, you know, we are quick to believe anything. We don't do no goddamn research. You know what I'm saying? Like with the metal netter, nobody really did no research, whether Champollion had, you know, had he truly deciphered. We didn't even know the fucking demographics of what it takes, or was it even possible to even achieve such an accomplishment, being the fact that it's over 2,000-3,000. We just wanted to be, you know, act like we had some wisdom, and that's very dangerous to, you know, assume you got some wisdom and some shit knowing you don't. You know, you have to be truthful to yourself at times. And I always used to hear Dr. Ben's, you know, when I see the brothers go over with Dr. Ben, you know, they would go up in rank based on going to the Nile with Dr. Ben, going to certain areas of the Nile, receiving certain information. How is it that these brothers had to go through a system where, you know, they get a little bit here, they get and then they take that information, they develop with it, come back and go to another area in Africa and get more information and more information. And then they go up based on, you know, developing over a course of years. How is it that a nigga could go to the YMCA on the weekend and discover ancient Egypt, the language of the sacred language? And so I used to always be, you know, at odds with that, because these same people that was learning this shit was coming back to the master teachers saying that they didn't know it because they didn't go the route that they went. I said, well, goddamn, Dr. Ben been going to Egypt over 50 years. And I let it be clear, what motherfuckers can say anything they want about Dr. Ben. Okay, wouldn't be a nigga in America talking about no ancient Egypt if it wasn't for Dr. Ben. That I know for a fact. So I don't have to dispute with no motherfucker. It was Dr. Ben that brought the gods and goddesses to us on the level that we have them today. It was Dr. Ben that brought the 42 negative confessions of Ma'at to us. It was Dr. Ben that brought the papyruses to us. It was Dr. Ben that started the pilgrimages back to Egypt and Ethiopia and Sudan. Wasn't no motherfuckers going over there in masses like they going today. So I know the power of Dr. Ben, and I end that there. But when niggas started to get a little, you know, what they thought was knowledge and shit, they went to spitting back on the master. So I used to say, damn, they say Dr. Ben can't speak to Medu Nada, you know, and I'm confused about that because this was an old argument. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, I didn't, at that time, I was a young man and I didn't have all the information at that time, you see? And I say, you know what? I'm going to study this shit. I'm going to figure this shit out. I'm going to see what the ins and outs of this shit that these niggas is talking about. So a lot of people thought that when me and Faye, well, this shit was bound to come eventually. You know what I'm saying? It was, you know, the warrants have been nailed on the doors long time ago. You understand? But, you know, when at the time when we came, it was time to serve that warrant, nigga. It's time to serve that warrant. You know what I'm saying? And so today, you know, when people think they know something, they so, you know, you're a believer. You don't really know. You don't really know. You had somebody handed that shit to you. You understand what I'm saying? And we moved out of one belief system into another belief system. You see what I'm saying? Where, you know, we say we don't believe in the Bible and the authors and shit of the Bible. We don't believe in the Quran. And all we did was move from one area of misunderstanding into another because we took Christ out and put Champollion, which is the Christ of Egyptology. That's exactly what we did. So today, now that, you know, we overturning all this Asiatic bullshit, all this aboriginal shit, how are we doing this? We showing that you could go across the globe and the foundation of all major cultures that ever existed on the planet was the Nile Valley. That's just the bottom line, okay? That the Nile Valley was in the most extensive area on the planet. You understand what I'm saying? That have been developing over millions of years to the point that they sent colonies out all over the world. But today, we want to be the Hindu. We want to be the Hindu. Today, we want to be the Mayan. We want to be the Aztec. We want to be the little Indian with the one feather in his head. You understand? Running around. We don't want to be the master teachers who true DNA we come from. Motherfuckers talking about, you know, that, you know, you got silly niggas out there talking about we not Egyptians, and we can prove that the West African knew hands down that the Nile Valley and West, that those are sister areas of the African continent. No, nobody is confused about that but a silly ass nigga. But these niggas been little a long time. I won't even call their name, nigga. You little nigga. You know what I'm saying? You little. I thought you would have been to develop, you know, into, you know, a more profound state of awareness by this time, but you haven't. So when you look at this, you're looking at Buddha as what? You're looking at Buddha as the sun. Now, when you look at as Osiris, you see right here the Buddha. What is he at? He's on his dead level. Okay, when you see that Osiris has been, you know, crucified, and that's what happened to him. And then not only Buddha, but Krishna. Okay, this is Krishna also. Buddha and Krishna are two of the 16 crucified saviors. Okay, when you see Osiris, I'm gonna show you it, where he's laid out in his state of where he's resurrected. He's been resurrected, but he's in his dead level. Okay, he's in his dead level. You see right here the Hindus who come out and venerate Krishna the same way that we venerated Osiris in the ancient world. Let me get down right here. You see Osiris, and so Buddha and Krishna ain't nothing but variations of Jesus Christ. All of them are trying to emulate the original Christ. the first resurrected Messiah on the planet in human form. Now, we also understand that Osiris and Heru are also sequences of the sun. Okay, Osiris being the sun when it's set, and then you see Heru, you understand, being the sun in the zenith. You see Keperah being the new rising sun. You see what I'm saying? So all of these are aspects also of the sun. And you see again, you see that lotus. See, you're going to see too many symbolisms, you know, and we talking about the deeper consciousness of the people. You're not talking about where you just going to, you know, have a similarity all around the world in various goddamn continents and shit, and that these people don't have a common origin of where they get these understandings from. Okay, if this Black history, we got to speak it what it is. We can't be confused about this. The Aboriginal niggas is confused. They're confused. They are confused. They don't know what the fuck Aboriginal to what. Motherfucker, all people are, you know, have a land, language, and culture. Okay, what the fuck is the Aboriginal language? Okay, I don't want to hear nothing about, you know, most people got a nation that they identified to. So we say African because we were taken from many nations in Africa. But we know we come from Africa. So if we want to go to Africa and claim any nation, we can claim that because that's where our people come from. But when you say you Aboriginal, you say you Asiatic, and see, that's why they can never, you know, pinpoint an area of origin, because that leaves you open. When you confront the motherfucker, he gonna jump through a trap door. You understand? If you ask a motherfucking Greek where he from, he gonna say I'm from Greece. He ain't gonna just say I'm a European. He not gonna tell you that. If you ask a motherfucker from French or France and where the fuck he's French, he ain't gonna just say he European. You understand? If you ask a Nigerian where, they gonna say they from Nigeria. Everybody who understand their history, they got a area of origin. So a lot of these people got these wide open terminology, such as Asiatic, such as Aboriginal, that don't lead nowhere. We are not original to the whole planet. We just like any and everything else in creation where we have an ecosystem. You see what I'm saying? That's just like the white man. He can't come into Africa because that's not the land of his origin. He come down there, his ass is going to feel the pain of that sun on his body. You see what I'm saying? That's not his home. You understand? And we is in the same predicament as they, when we move up out of our homeland, and, you know, we're not as profound. You understand? When you see, I'm gonna go over some things today between the Asians and the Africans and show that it's no doubt about it that when we left Africa and many other animals left Africa, they devolved. You cannot compare no other landmass, whether it be in vegetation, whether it be in richness. Yeah, there's some areas that you respect for, you know, having a certain level of, you know, being a paradise or beautiful, but that just show you the level that Africa is on to even make an area like that pale in comparison. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at Krishna, you look at Buddha, you look at these is all the crucified images of Osiris, wherever they took it from. If the Greek came in, he took from the spirituality of Africa. He took it back to Greece. He took it back to Rome, and he customized it to his own culture. And so the Hindus, the Africans was all, the Nile Valley Africans was all, that's why you see the pyramids over there that we're going to show, and much more. And it's so heavy when somebody lay it out for you. We not confused about what we talking about. Okay, so when a motherfucker say we Asian, well, Asiatic what, nigga? That word don't even exist. These is Kushites from the Nile Valley who colonized the whole planet. And we talking about worlds and worlds that existed before the world you know of today, when it was no Asia, when it was no damn India. And it was nothing but the Nile Valley, and it was nothing but Africans populating all over the planet. We talking about woolly-headed African, Kushite. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, they take on many aspects of African society, like the mummification. You see, you know, Jesus as a mummy. You see, and you see Buddha as a mummy too at times. You see them all take the, but the question becomes, mummification is a very highly advanced medical process into where they had developed it to a level where you can still find mummies today. You see what I'm saying? From 3,000 years ago, 4,000 years ago. So you see the Jesus as a mummy, but the question becomes, where is the Israelites' mummies? If they knew mummification, where is the Romans' mummies? If they knew mummification, where is the Greek? We always talking about where the Greeks was in Egypt, and niggas want to give them power and say they knew something. And that the Romans, they didn't get nothing out of Egypt because the information was so advanced. It would have took 1,000 years just to get you started on trying to understand the basics of what we dealing with. Okay, so they came in and the information was so advanced, it broke their fucking brain to the point that they got up out of there with nothing. Them motherfuckers went into the dark ages. You understand what I'm saying? And they had been in Egypt 300 years and they didn't get a goddamn thing because the information was too advanced for goddamn 300. It would have took them 1,000 years just to get their basic understanding of what the hell was going on. Okay, let me come up about this part right here and take y'all straight to so to show y'all, wait a minute, let me go down here. Let me get some understanding. Let me pull this off. Come on open, baby. Come on open. Let me go back up here and deal with some things. I'm down here. I got so much information in here. Okay, let me get down here. Where we at, family? Where's we at? Where's we at, family? Hold on. Let me get where I need to be so I can get the firing off like I need to. Okay, we up here. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. Now, this is what the family brought me. You understand what I'm saying? Just to show y'all. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me come all the way up. Let me come all the way up. Let me come all the way up. Now, showing you, just like they took the spirituality, they even took the sacred geometry, the sacred architecture of Africa. You're looking at the Grand Lodge, the Grand Temple of Luxor. And when you go to Angkor Wat, you see the Grand Processional Walkway. You understand what I'm saying? Even where the Holy of Holies is, when you get inside of the temple, where the Holy of Holies is no different than the temple, no different than the damn cathedral or the Christian. All sacred temples, all areas of worship, whether it's the mosque, I guarantee you, is in the sacred oblong. It's in a rectangle. I guarantee you, when you get inside, you come into when you come into the first court, that's the open court. That's where the commoners will have their rituals and ceremony. The deeper and deeper you go into the temple, only the highest of priests. You're looking at the sacred lake. You see, then you come to Karnak and you see the sacred lake. We talking about the Serpentine mysticism. Because when I said Naga was the Kushite, niggas couldn't understand that. Niggas thought, I was creating up something, you understand what I'm saying, just out of thin motherfucking air. And so I had to come with the evidence upon evidence to show people right there, the processional leading down to the temple. And not only that, in this particular, Luxor, you got the Sphinx. You got the Sphinx, it's about 1,000 of them that lead up to the temple. And you're going to see the Nagas that lead up to Angkor Wat right here. You see what I'm saying? It's so many similarities to the temple, but somebody got to lay it out for you and show you this. So you're not confused about what you're seeing. You see what I'm saying? Here you got the Naga. You see the Naga's holding the great Naga. You see there's a serpent that they hold in his tail all the way down, and you come over here and you got the sphinxes, okay? So this is the same symbolism, but they're using different symbolism. They're using the lion here, and over here they're using the cobra. Okay, now we're talking about the priest. Okay, now the first one is the Sim priests of Egypt. And you can see that, they would shave their head. This is where the Buddha, you couldn't tell which one is the Egyptian priest and which one is the damn Buddhist priest. Because we took that there. We showed them the hygiene. You understand? And then we even had the, where we wrote the, what you call the sacred, I forget the name of it. It's not a dress. I want to call it that. You understand what I'm saying? But we had the royal garment that we wore just like the Buddhists wore. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at the Sim priests of ancient Egypt, you're gonna see that's where the Buddhist got his tradition from. Okay? Much of his tradition coming, and then the thing is, they got enough nerve to act like they so ancient. And I had to show that back when I did the 25 wonders of Africa, great wonders of Africa, and there's many more than that. I didn't add it on since then. You see what I'm saying? You see to the right, you see the Kushite, the Egyptian Sim priest. And then you come to the left and you see the Buddhist priest. Okay, the African had the first bald head priest. Okay, that was a part of their tradition where they had to shave every day. Okay, every day that they shaved their head. Here it is with Ptah. You understand what I'm saying? Showing you that the tradition had come up out of the interior of Africa, and was existed in Africa tens of thousands of years before it ever went into Asia. We got to get a point of origin. Okay, even if you're doing geometry and you got your compass, nigga, when you got that compass with the point and you got the pencil on the other side, you got to put the point down some goddamn where. That's your point of origin. And then from that, you draw your circumference of understanding. You see what I'm saying? You can't just be all over the goddamn place. And that's what's wrong with y'all motherfuckers. Y'all niggas don't want to claim nothing. And by not claiming, you wide open for all type of misunderstanding. You see what I'm saying? And so we have to have a point of origin today. And you see right there, now we dealing with the cat skins, okay? The cat skins show you the universal brotherhood of the priest system. Okay, so when you come into Africa, you got what? You got the leopard skin. Okay, when you go into the Olmec world, when you go in which they adopt the Mayans, the Incans, Aztec, they all adopted from the Olmec, and that was the jaguar skin. Okay, you come to India, what is it? It's the tiger skin. Okay, is it a coincidence that most of these spiritual systems that they preach wear the cat skin? How is that a goddamn, and you going across 3 fucking continents, you going across, up to 50 goddamn nations where this is evident at. You cannot assume that this is no goddamn coincidence. It's that where our brothers went into certain areas, they adopted the major cat of that area. Okay, that's what they did. They adopted the cat of that area. The jaguar in the Americas, the tiger, and that show you right there that the lion is not indigenous to Asia. That was previous. That was previous when the African kings came over. And just like you got, Europeans that bring over certain animals from Europe, like the Doberman Pinscher, whether it's the German Shepherd, whether it's the Rottweiler, whether it's the Bull Mastiff. These are all European animals, European dogs that come from Europe that they bring to America. And, now they breed them here. But the lion never was able to, breed the lion into any large numbers. That's why it's only one area in Asia today that still profess to have a lion. And I'm going to show y'all, okay, because the lion is damn near the national symbol for many damn Asian countries that don't even got a goddamn lion in the nation. How the hell is that possible? That's showing you that was previous to them. That was the Kushites that was in there before they even got, but they deified them kings. Them is the kings of old. Them is the kings of the ancient times before they got there. Okay, and so you see right here where the Egyptian kings, just like the African, of Southern Africa, West Africa, and niggas talking about we not Egyptians. See, that's a fool, nigga. I see you, nigga, out there. You weak. You understand? We can show so many traditions that is still being practiced amongst the Southern African and the Western Africans that was practiced in Egypt. Any nigga that say that we not Egypt is a fool, because the Egyptians is a composite of many African nations in one. Okay, ain't no just, Egypt was the greatest of all the greats of Africa. Egypt was the jump off for all of Africa. It was the hub of intellectual, spiritual hub of Africa at that time. You see what I'm saying? And when Africa failed, then West Africa became the spiritual, cultural hub of Africa. It moved at that point, it migrated. But many of the Africans, you understand, of West Africa admit to coming from East Africa. The Dogon admit that the science that they possess came out of Egypt. And these fool-ass Negroes got enough nerve to say that we not Egyptian because they know we knocking on the door with that warrant today. You understand what I'm saying? All that frivolous, misteachings that you passing down to the people to confuse them and lead them astray. Nigga, we coming to see you. We nailing that warrant on your door, nigga. We nailing that warrant on your door, and I'm gonna hit you niggas in and day out until that shit collapse. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna carpet bomb you niggas every day, showing the facts. So we showing right here that the pre-system of most of all the great civilizations was the cat skin, and I can guarantee you it's not by coincidence. It's a brotherhood. It's you just like you got motherfuckers, you got the elk lodge, you got all these different lodges, the moose lodge, and all of this, but they all a brotherhood, a Caucasian brotherhood, but they got their own particular zoo type that, they venerate in that particular lodge. You understand what I'm saying? But yet and still, they all one brotherhood and one understanding. Now, here you see the lotus. This right here, and we still dealing with the Nagas because I got to show y'all that this is a universal term of Kushites, and that the serpent was venerated, and many times it's the serpent with the lion. You will see a lion with the serpent body. You will see many different combinations of the Naga. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not just particular to India, and that's what's wrong with people. They think that this serpent, it originated in Africa first, and that's what fucked people up when I showed them that. You know what I'm saying? That the serpent, that what y'all call the Naga, many people had to come through that understanding through India without first knowing that it originated in Africa. The human-headed serpent was first venerated in the Nile Valley before India even existed. So it now got to take you back to the beginning, and once you see it, you're gonna say, "Oh, now I see what said he was talking about." You see, so you see the lotus. This is right here in so-called Iran or Mesopotamia, and you see right there that the lotus was venerated, and you see it's a woolly head Kushite. You understand what I'm saying? And then this is a papyrus. You see right there of Egyptian papyrus with the African got the lotus in his hand, venerating the same as in Mesopotamia. I'm showing you that when you see the lotus, it's venerated everywhere that the Kushite is, has a civilization. You're gonna see certain elements that is always venerated. The lotus. It's not a coincidence that the lotus is venerated all over the damn world. It's a reason for that. It's not a coincidence. They come from one common stock, one common knowledge, and the central point of that knowledge is the Nile Valley. We talking today. Okay, we talking today. Okay, you look at the veneration, you see the Naga in Asia. You see giving veneration to the sun, giving veneration to the ancestors. Okay, this is when you see these, just like you see Christians pray, and they pray damn near the same way all over the world. It ain't they've been taught by one common house. You see what I'm saying? Not a day where you see, it was black. Most of the Kushite deities of India was black. Now today they doing them the same way as they doing any other goddamn deity. They peeling the melanin up out their skin, and this is what make the people peel the melanin out, because they venerate. You see these niggas today, they don't go show you the black Vishnu. They don't go and show you the black Shiva and then take it even deeper and show you that these is only representations of the Nile Valley deities. Don't come in as an African. Okay, we venerate and give respect to the Nile, the Kushites of India. But a lot of transformation has taken place, and this is not the original origin of the story. You go back to the Nile Valley. You the master. You don't go to the colony and take the colony's understanding of what they got and then make it the master teachings when you got the master teachings in the Nile Valley. That's what's wrong with you, nigga. We show the connection. We show that our family went into Asia, took the original knowledge with them, but it transformed, and it's a lot of mixture, and it's a lot of adage with that. When you go to the walls of the Nile Valley, ain't no adage, ain't no mixture, nigga. That's pure African. That's pure African there. And though they over there, kind of, messing with some of them, you can still tell where they mess with it. And it's so much over there that they can't and ain't mess with. We still know the truth. So they can do whatever the time gonna run out on that. Because it's so much under the ground that they have not touched. It don't goddamn matter. They can play games all they want. But time will reveal the truth regard. They ain't got enough time on the planet because 90% of is up under the goddamn ground anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So right here, you see, now, these is our brothers from Africa. I'm going to show you something. Wake up now when I show you this now. I don't want you to be confused about, you see how our African brothers put the white, paint on them and the powder that they put on. Now now these is called Nagas. And you can tell they done took the dreadlock from a nigga. You can see even putting the white powder, you understand, that they got from Africa. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to show you so much. Ain't no way you going to tell me. And if you think this is a coincidence, you a fool. You in denial, nigga, because you wants to be the Hindu. You want to be the red dot on the forehead Hindu. You want to be the student. You want him to have mastery over the masters. See, that's what you want, but you're not going to have that on my watch. I'm going to wake you up. Too many niggas is bending their backs and doing alms and burning incense and not giving respect to the masters. So you see right here, these is called sahus. You understand what I'm saying? Or yogi. And, but these is Naga yogis and shit. You understand what I'm saying? You can see they done stole everything from the Africa. Even the car, they done took. Okay, what is he doing? Is it motherfucker got a gun on him? Is his hands up, nigga? Did motherfucker police pull a heat on him? Why is he in that? And so we showing you right here. We showing you three, characteristics of African culture that they done took just in these photos right here. We done showed you right here 3 cultural traits that's been taken from Africa, and motherfuckers can't see you the master, you the mistress that brought this information to them. And today you following them instead of going back to the source that gave birth to it all. And you wonder why we in the predicament, because when you're lost like that, you got to go to the source. See, when you put that shit on the table raw, I ain't putting no cut. And when you see that shit raw, you have to be careful with it. You can't just go, but if that shit got cut on it and all that shit, is not going to do what it do. So when I drop this shit on the table, I drop it on the table raw, nigga. And so you can understand the purity of it. You understand what I'm saying? And here again, we showing you again that they basically, the Buddha system is nothing but a watered down version of the Nile Valley system. That's just all it is to it. They took everything from us. You see what I'm saying? They didn't took everything from us and not giving the facts of where they got it from. So I had to get on the Hindus, because you could go on YouTube and they got enough nerve to say they the oldest of all people. They got enough nerve to say that the Hindu religion is the oldest goddamn religion in the world. They say this. Okay, why? Because you have not manifested your superiority as the master teacher on the planet, because you too busy giving these motherfuckers honors and homage. And you practice their culture instead of going back to the, because you want to be an Asiatic, because you want to be an Aboriginal. You don't want to give the masters no credit. You don't want to give your ancestors no credit. You want to make up mythological sources of origin that don't lead to no goddamn where. We ask you where you come from, nigga. You say I'm Aboriginal to the earth. You don't want to pinpoint no area on the planet. You want to be in and out and smoking mirrors and shit. You don't want to pinpoint the origin of true reality. And that's what's wrong with niggas today. Let me come out. Let me get to these. Oh, yeah, let me keep it going. Let me keep it going. See, here we go again. Here we go again. You see what I'm saying? Where you got them, you know, they done took from the Kushites of India. They done took from the, not just India, but we talking about all throughout, you know, East Asia, Southern Asia, Southeast, and West Asia. Now, Southwest Asia is Mesopotamia. Then you got India, basically, I could say is in the middle. I think you could say that, you know, India is in the middle. And then when you go towards, you know, China, Japan, you far east Asia. You see what I'm saying? And so we see, without a doubt, that, you know, the Kushites from Africa took a more ancient spirituality that existed long before Buddhism. These motherfucking religions is yesterday, and we don't understand how long African people been on this planet. Okay? We don't understand how long the Kushites been in probably Asia 100,000 years before Hinduism, Buddhism. You understand? 100,000 years before any of these goddamn religions even came on the scene. And we don't understand that. We got 1,000,000 years in Africa, and we probably have at least 100,000 or even more, maybe 200,000 years in Southern Asia, previous to any Buddhism, Islam, fucking Hinduism, any of that. And they did the same thing that all of these other latecomers did. They saw more ancient evidence of history, of civilization and culture, and they took from that and created the modern expressions that you niggas see today. And instead of you going back to the more ancient of the understanding, you nigga accept the Hindu like a child who has no understanding of who their mother and their father is. You understand what I'm saying? So you just go and pick any, this my mama, this my daddy. Now understanding that them people don't even have no true relationship to you. You understand? That's a confused state. Now, look at this. This is very deep. This is very deep. Because our people looked at the animal spirits. You understand what I'm saying? For a lot of when we talk about the Naga, you're going to see that the monkey is also heavily sacred in the Hindu expression. I think his name is Hanu, or I think it's Hanu. I don't know if that's the proper name of the monkey deity. You could throw it in there if you know it. But you're going to see that the same animal spirits of the Nile Valley is damn near exact to the same animal spirits of the Kushites of India. You understand what I'm saying? Almost exact. Almost exact. And I'm just getting started. Now, what's so fucking funny is people don't understand that many of the prostrations, and that's the way our people pray, you understand, they saw the damn animals. When you see when the sun first rising up, that sun be so bright to where the monkeys with baboons would throw their hands up to block they face, because the sun was so, I didn't even see the bird take their wings and, move their, fix their wings to block the sun out of their damn eyes because it was so bright. So you actually looking at the animals. You understand what I'm saying? Many of these sacred spiritual teachings come from the animals of Africa and the rituals that people don't know that the Africans got it from Africa, the animal spirits of Africa, and took it off. And then you see, just like the Hindu, where I show, Best with his tongue out. And then I show you the lion with his tongue out. And then you got some crazy ass Hindu. He don't have a fucking clue as to where that come from. He's just confused as the nigga that follow him. Now, when you understand he's confused, he has no idea where it come from. And that's why he's in such a foolish state, you understand, of what he's doing. And then you come behind and follow him and call him the goddamn master. Nigga, now that shines a light on how foolish you is. Okay, so you see Tahuti as sacred as the baboon, and you see that family, our brothers and sisters, venerated Tahuti and adopted many of the prostrations of the positions of worship from the animals. Niggas don't even understand that. So when you come back here and you see this nigga, or you see the Masons and shit, they have no goddamn idea of where it come from. You understand what I'm saying? But we take it to all levels. You understand what I'm saying? That it's just not, they ain't throwing their hands up for, any damn reason. Most time when you see niggas hands up like this, the police got a gun on them. So most motherfuckers ain't gonna understand the spiritual understanding because they done took it and demonized, our reality to this. So when we look at this, we ain't gonna see nothing spiritual in it, because most of the time a nigga see some hands up like this, the goddamn popo got his ass in the clutch. So he ain't gonna see the spirituality in it today. But the reality is that this was a spiritual prostration that was in Africa thousands of goddamn years before any Hindu. Let me get a bearing. Here we go. Let me go into this. You got Deviki and Krishna. Here we go. The Black Madonna. How can we gonna keep going on and on and on? And Krishna means black. And I got this off of an Indian website, and I'm gonna go get the information for you. Krishna means black. People got a whole lot of motherfucker, word origins for Christ. It means black. In order to be Christ, you got to be black. That's the spirit. That's why when you look at the Ba of the African soul, that it was always shown black melanin, or the cosmic melanin. You understand that you were being reborn into the cosmic melanin of the universe, that you was born from the black womb of Nu. So the Ba was always shown as black. So here we see the Black Madonna of the Hindu, no different than the Christian. The Black Madonna of the Christian, no different. It's the same one. So when we say Naga, and I think I showed how the Negritos and the populations was all through those areas. They are the original Nagas. I'm not talking about the mother. You see, you thinking in the last 2,000, these motherfuckers just got here. We talking about the hundreds of thousands of years before they even got there. Where you think they got the pyramid from? Where you think they got all these symbolisms from? The Kushite was there before they got there. So when we say Naga and we say Nagara, and you understand what I'm saying, and all these terms of endearment, divinity, and royalty, the only thing you can see is nigga that come out of the crack of the last expression to come into existence, and you can't see none of the previous understandings of the word nigga, naga, niggas, and all that, all of divine royal definition and spirituality, and all you can see is nigga coming from because you got Krakatoa. If you begin your history and your understanding with the last man to come into existence on the planet, nigga, you done fail. You get an F. You get a goddamn F. So you see, again, this is Krishna, Deviki, his mama. Okay, so again, this is Isis and Heru all over again. Okay, and again, we showing you the 7 Nagas. That It's protective of Krishna, protective of Buddha, which is again the 7 stars of Orion's belt. Let me come down here. Okay, and so let me deal with this. No, I'm gonna deal. No, I went down too far. I went down too far. Let me cut into this. Let's cut into the halo. So how is it that every damn religion got the sun behind their head? You understand? But in Africa, it was above the head. You understand? Because they know they can't be accepted as the chosen of the sun because they don't. Nah, this Buddha right here, which got woolly head, but you can understand that they still was probably a Caucasoid that didn't want to accept reality because they was a vampire. They would have put the sun above the head. That's the crown. When the sun is above, that's the crown. Because the crown, when you see a crown, it ain't nothing but the rays of the sun. That's all a crown is the rays of the sun. So you will have a halo that you got the sun, or you will have a halo that look like, a circle over the head, in the form of a crown. That's a halo too. So we see right here that they also adopted the sun divinity of the halo. That's not no coincidence. The first time it was ever shown was in Africa, and it went out all over the world. So when we say that the Naga is a Kushite, we know for a fact because we see too many similarities that can't be pawned off as a motherfucking coincidence. Sick of you niggas, okay? Sick of you. So when we say Naga or we say nigga and a motherfucker got love in his heart for his brother, what up, my nigga? You can't degrade a person and control or oppress their expression of what they believe. If they say, when I say nigga, I mean Naga, I mean a brother, I mean king. Who are you to oppress somebody's expression of what they say they believe? And you won't address all the garbage that the European then put down on you. The whole goddamn English language should be thrown in the goddamn garbage. The whole damn language. And you want to take one goddamn word out the whole goddamn and focus in on this shit in the whole goddamn language. If you broke it down, I went through the Scandinavian corruption of the goddamn African language that we speak in today. We speaking so much Scandinavian garbage, and everything in the Scandinavian expression is of a degraded ass beast, okay, from scandalous. And you got the Viking warriors, the berserkers, where you go berserk. Then you got the guy Loki, where you loke out on the nigga. And so the only thing y'all can do, if you gonna go in on nigga, go in on the whole motherfucking language, or shut the fuck up. Cause you just wanna. And then when we deal with the fact that nigga is more ancient than the European, that has been, and everywhere else that we hear it on the planet is of divine royal essence, then you can't accept that because that cracker got a control over your brain, nigga, and you can't get up out of the prison he got you in. Okay, when the white man start saying you can't say nigga, when have you ever seen the white man support some shit that wasn't destroying the African? If it's destroying the African, he's supporting that shit. Okay, why is now the white man saying he trying to penalize black people for saying nigga because he knew it was gonna lead them back to the true origin of what it was, which is said he was a god, said he was a king. If the God, you think the white man give a fuck? If he won't stop the police out there from jumping on your ass and killing you, and you understand anything that harms black people, he fund that shit. He put the money up, he funds the police. He funds the miseducation system. You think he give a fuck about you saying nigga and he still got all this crazy shit? You got the Virginia motherfucking governor dressing up in black. They don't give a fuck about you saying some goddamn nigga. If they thought nigga was a derogatory term and that's all it was, they wouldn't give a fuck about it. But the fact that they knew that it was going to lead you back to where you was using it in a divine expression, that word was going to take you to 3 damn continents. Every continent you went to, you was a deity, a king, of royalty. Then now you can't say it. So don't sit up here and tell me that we can't say nigga and all this, goddamn it, and we got the facts today. Nigga, grow up. It's one thing to understand it from the white man expression. Ain't nobody saying nigger. Ain't nobody saying no N. That's when a motherfucker put a disdain on the word. Just like he put a disdain on black. We had to go back and we understand what, you know, black means evil. Black means hate. Everything black is negative. You see what I'm saying? So we had to rescue our black divinity. And you think that's the only expression we got to, you know, we got to rescue the worship of the black woman. They ain't even got no woman in their goddamn religion. So it's a lot of other shit we got to rescue from this beast. Let me keep it moving. So you see here, documented evidence of an exchange of culture between Africa and India. Okay, the lotus, standing on the lotus. Krishna borrowed the more ancient representation of standing on the lotus from the Nile Valley spirituality. Facts. Okay, how many goddamn similarities can we go down and show, even, you know, time and time and time again, that this, you the God, you the goddess, you the one that laid this down for the first time. So I don't care how many ohms you say, I don't care how many sandalwood incenses you burn up, I don't give a fuck how many light, you can light 1,000 goddamn and get the bell, nigga, when it's time to get up. That don't mean a goddamn thing. Is that who you are? Is that your ancestral understanding of who you are, which was customized to your spirit? You're not no damn Hindu fool. Wait a minute, let me come up out this. Let me see where I'm at so I can get my bearing. Let me get my bearing. Uh-oh. All right, yeah, I'm still in the house. I'm still in the house. I'm still in the house. As a matter of fact, let me go back. Because you even see, now this is over in the Americas. And so you got the Aztec. He got the goddamn lotus in his hand. Okay, look at him with the goddamn lotus in his hand. And then he got the snake on the top of his head. See, he's serpentine too. So everybody walking around with snakes on the top of their head. He ain't even got no pineal gland. If he do, it ain't working. You understand what I'm saying? Many of them motherfuckers pale too. You understand what I'm saying? So again, you see an expression right there where you see the serpent on top of the crown, representing the serpentine mysticism of the African. You understand? But see, that's the spine all the way to the phallus, with your peripheral nervous system and your central nervous system, which is sending the cosmic messages of healing and wisdom throughout the body. You understand? Developing your mind into the cosmic understanding of who you are. See, everything in the universe supposedly is connected to the universe. You understand? Supposedly. But if you're not connected, the thing is, you have no reflection. You don't have no spirit. If you're not connected, you do not have a spirit, which means when you look in the mirror, you will not have a reflection. Your ass got vampirism. And these is what the people said to themselves. We didn't say it to them. They the one that came up with it. When the sun come out, their ass had to go to sleep. You understand what I'm saying? They was the living dead. That's what it says. So you're dead. You're living, but you're dead. You do not have a spirit. Okay, so many of these people they know the facts, and our people told them that when they came into Egypt. They say, yeah, you might got us right now, but there's gonna come a time when the universe gonna make the correction. You can't run forever. No, you see what I'm saying? So you see right there that so we went to Mesopotamia, we went to India, now we over in America. How many goddamn ancient nations do we got to go through where we see that the same spiritual symbols are universal across the Kushite world? They all existed in Africa hundreds of thousands of years before any of these nations even appeared on the planet. Nigga, I'm showing supremacy. If anybody want to come out there and show otherwise, please show the fuck up. Okay, we talking about Hathor. We talking about the cow god. Okay, we got the temple of Dendera. You understand what I'm saying? And so this, Nu, Isis, Hathor are all interchangeable goddesses. Okay, so where you see Nu with the stars in her body, now you see the cow goddess Hathor with the stars in her body, which is why they call it what? The Milky Way. You see what I'm saying? And we talking about the Milky Way is in the southern hemisphere. You understand what I'm saying? We know this is African because the Europeans just you didn't have no knowledge of the southern hemisphere. You didn't have no knowledge of the cosmic constellations of the southern hemisphere. You got to go beneath the equator. God damn it, the European just got beneath the equator in the last couple hundred years. Okay, so you ain't gonna tell me you divulged all this cosmic knowledge about an infinite universe in 200 years. Nigga, they crippled in that knowledge. Okay, so we understood it long, millions of years ago. You understand? And so we see in Japan, we see, what they call the samurai. You see what I'm saying? Which ain't nothing but the African Kushite warriors that we can see, and I can show y'all, and I will show y'all the Montu arts, where the Africans were the first to have martial arts on the planet. And you could go to Minahat Habu, you can look it up. See, goddamn 100 throws, kicks, chops, and blocks, and everything you want to see. The invented before any Chinese anywhere on the world ever appeared on two legs. Sick of this shit. Let me talk to you. Wait a minute, hold up. So you see, now they got, maybe the antler, the deer antlers. Okay, but the sun, this is clear that that's Heru. It's clear that that's Heru. You see the dragon right there. That's the winged serpent. And when you see the serpent with the sun above, you see above the Egyptian temple with the double serpents, with the sun, this the winged serpent. That's what it is. Okay, you ain't gonna tell me. So in India, they say that's Nandi. Okay, that's the cow goddess Nandi. You understand? In Egypt, what we know of it today is Hathor or Heru. You see what I'm saying? So where you see Heru and Heru, because that was his adoptive mother. You understand what I'm saying? You see Krishna, and you see Nandi. You see what I'm saying? Right there, you see, okay. Now, here we go. Now, we talking today. We talking today now to show you who the mother and who the child, because we got to understand that. We got to understand that. So when you look at the African line, so we talking about de-evolution. Okay, I don't want to hear nothing about, you could tell when shit left Africa and went into Asia, it devolved. Look at the Asian lion to the left and look at that African lion. That motherfucker don't want none of that African lion at all. That African lion will eat that motherfucker like a chicken nugget. Okay, let's just be real about it. Okay, wait a minute. Look at the lion. I mean the elephant. You looking at the lion. You looking at the elephant. Okay, you look at that giant, beautiful, handsome African elephant. The Asian elephant don't even have tusks. Got that big dumbass forehead. You understand what I'm saying? He's shorter. His ears are short. You understand? The African elephant got big ears, big, beautiful ears. You understand what I'm saying? Look like he can almost fly. That's a beautiful animal. One of the most beautiful animals, and they over there killing and pillaging Africa of our beautiful animals. You understand what I'm saying? That's a fight. We got to fight for Africa in totality, which is our responsibility. Those are our spirit animals. You understand? Which we get a lot of knowledge. They got more veneration for the creator than the goddamn beasts. That's real talk. The animals got more veneration to the cosmos and the creator than the goddamn beast that's walking on two legs right now today. That's the truth. Got more veneration for the creator than many African people. Many of us that lost our way. But the animals have veneration for the creator. And when the sun rises, they give homage to the creator. They know what time it is. They know what time it is. Again, showing you how, the African male versus the Asian male. When African life moved into Asia, it digressed. That's facts. I'm showing you this. So if you say you's an Asiatic black man, nigga, that's a digressed black man. That ain't no motherfucking, you trying to be proud. Nigga, show me where when life went into Africa, into Asia from Africa, nigga, that it evolved. Niggas say they left, and it was some nigga, when life left Africa, it digressed. It ain't no evolution, nigga. And and we dealing with that next month. Ain't no goddamn, it's de-evolution, it's digression. The best it ever was that which was original in Africa when it left, whether it's humanity, whatever, whether it's animal life, whether it's plant life, whatever it is, when it left Africa, it digressed. Bottom line, okay? So you can go be an aboriginal nigga of nowhere. You could be an Asiatic fool from goddamn I don't know where. But nigga, the best that ever walked the planet in any aspect of living, vegetation, animal life, human life, is the African. We the best, and there's ever gonna be. We the primal stock of the planet. It ain't gonna be no better. Okay, the best is here, nigga. We the best. So we got to understand that we can't go looking to the students and looking to the digressed peoples of the planet to be a blueprint for us to get up out of what we in today. That's foolishness. You got to go back to the homeland for that. Okay, let me keep it moving. Now look at this. Wait a minute. I got to lead up. Let me come down to this. Now, when we was doing the other day, you understand what I'm saying? We was looking at the serpent. What the serpent is always shown on the African crowns. Y'all could go back to part 1 and go over that. You understand? Representing not only, the pineal, but the central nervous system. You understand? Representing the spine. And the brother came and dropped that knowledge on me. You can see that the spirit is spiral, and the serpentine spiral represent a cosmic portal to the creative force. Okay, now look at this. Went to Benin. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You see what I'm saying? And motherfuckers got enough nerve. And when you look and see that it's the same serpent, and it's descending. You understand what I'm saying? It's descending from the cosmos like a ray of sun. You see what I'm saying? I showed y'all that. But you can see the same as that. And I'm going to get the brother name off of my Facebook page. He might be in the chat tonight, but he had to be just because he saw it. And I want to give respects to that brother because he did help me out in this manner. And he held, and that's how we have to do. You understand what I'm saying? So I went in and dig, and I say, well, damn, it's same exact expression. It's the same exact expression. Okay, let me keep it. Let me go back. And you see that they also venerate the leopard in Benin, in Mali, no different that they venerated as we just went in Ethiopia and in Egypt. So when motherfuckers say that, see, now I know, nigga, you falling. You understand? Because it's even, it's a lot of African scholarship out, not just Sarah Serpentine. You understand? We all have the same master scholars out there. Everybody not going to be, as, proficient as the general, but proficient nonetheless. That they know the truth when they see it, been doing their own research. And anybody that know Egypt know that there's so many similarities between Egypt and the rest of Africa. Any Negro that said that, nigga, you should be banned, nigga, from even teaching amongst black people. Because you just lying out the crack of your motherfucking ass just to, to keep a lie going. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, shut your weak ass up. You just lying just to be lying, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So you see that the leopard was highly venerated in West Africa, nonetheless, as it was venerated in South Africa and East Africa and North Africa. The leopard was venerated all over Africa, showing a universal African custom and tradition amongst our people. Okay, let me keep it moving. So let me get up here to this Naga. I gotta get back up here to this Naga. Matter of fact, I got some very profound information. I don't. Wait a minute, is this the one? Wait a minute, hold up. Now I'm gonna bring this up right here because this is from the wonderful Ethiopians of the Kushite Empire by our great grand mistress, Drusilla Dungy Houston. If you do not have this book, go get it. So, Seti like to bring up the truth, and not only bring up the truth, but back it up with the master scholars. So I had this, they said, well, goddamn, where your master scholar references to back up this Naga evidence of the Naga being African. So I got it for you. This is I don't know what page this is because I didn't cut it off, but I'll get it from you. Okay, I'll get it for you after I come out of this. Now I'm gonna start at the top and I'm gonna read down. Okay, these Dravidians that the untruthful book seeks to represent today as despised outcasts, when they are still a very important division of the Hindu population, into India in primitive time by the Northwest Passage. I ain't gonna say I agree with that, but I'm gonna move on. They were a part of the advancing wave of the old race that swept eastward and westward, people in primitive Arabia, Egypt, and Chaldea, which I agree with. The rich merchants of the ancient Indian commerce had been Dravidian. One of their greatest kingdoms was Pandya, so noted in the Sanskrit writings. The Nandas in Bihar, of whom the great Chandragupta sprang, and his greater grandson, Ashoka, were non-Aryan. And I'm gonna come back to Ashoka. Okay, they were of the supposed to be degraded Sudra, the Tashak and Naga nations, who figure so largely in Sanskrit traditions, were words purely African. See what I'm saying? Now we talking about the Grand Mistress Drusilla Dungy Houston, the wonderful Ethiopians of the Kushite. And now look, now we're gonna deal with many words that are exactly the same. Now you see a Skoa, and then you got a skier. You got a Skoa and you got a skier, and you even got shaka in the Hindu expression to shock, but it's pronounced to shaka. Okay, and then you got Sudra, which you got Sudan, you got Mauritania, and then you got the Mauryan Empire. It's too many words that cross the ocean in similarity between the Nagas of India and the Nagas of Africa. So right there, we showing where Drusilla Dungy Houston say that the Tashak and Naga nations, who figure so largely in Sanskrit traditions, are words purely African. So I'm tired of you niggas talking about that ain't us. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. So I'll back that up. Let me deal with some things. Let me deal with some things. Come on up. Come on, computer. You're going too damn slow for me. Now, this is Naga, Sudan. I went over this. This is in Nubia. And this is not just Naga, this is the royal city. You understand what I'm saying? This is the royal city. I got to get, where's that at? I got to get that information. It's down here, but I'm going to keep moving. You understand what I'm saying? And what fucked me up is that when I went and did my research on this city, no, I got to get where I need to, where I see what I need to see. Okay? This is, wait a minute, let me get to it. It's down here. It's down here, right here. You understand what I'm saying? By coincidence, you got a Naga, a lion Naga, in Sudan, in the city of Naga. Now, many people can come up with any fucking felonious understanding they want. Now, how is it? Because most of us come into the expression of Naga from India. And so we didn't see this at first. We didn't see the human-headed Nagas in the Nile Valley. Most of us didn't see that yet. So when we saw and said that the Naga was a lot of people say, oh man, these niggas just latching on, and then we had to come back and show that the Naga, the Serpentine, human-headed deity goddess, even the lion was first in Africa, but long before it went into India. So how is it that a coincidence that you could go to Naga, Sudan, go to the temple of a Petamak, the lion, you understand what I'm saying, and find a lion-headed Naga in Africa? You understand? Coming up out of a lotus. You see the tail coming up out of a lotus, and look at this. Now this is Scoa. This is to the right is the capital of a Scoa, the three-headed lion. But I got even better. I got an even better picture of that up here, so y'all can see this. Where that? Right here. Got even better picture, so you can see it. You understand what I'm saying? So now you go to India and you see a Scoa, sound much like a skier. You understand what I'm saying? A Scoa, a skier, and then you see a three-headed lion that come from a Petamak in Nubia, Naga, Sudan, and then go to India and see that same three-headed lion, and the lion ain't even indigenous to India. That's a damn shame, you know, that I had to come and wake you Negroes up out of your sleep. This is you. This is you going into and founding the colony that we know of today as India. Previous, before it was India. It was at that time an extension of Kush. All them nations was called Kush previous to the names that you know today. Now, look at this. This is the temple of Dakar. This is also in the Sudan. Okay, this is the temple of, and this is the temple of Petamak. And so you can see the lion Naga in the front of the pylon. You see what I'm saying? You can see it from the top of the pylon down. Now this is at Dakar, and you see the twin lions in front of, and this is also a homage to a Petamak. Now you see them double lions right there. I'm gonna show you again. You see the double lion at Dakar. Okay. Now check this out. I'm gonna keep going through. You also see the elephant. Okay, which is a profound animal in both Ethiopia, Egypt, and India. Okay. Let me come over here so I can show y'all. Okay, you see how highly venerated the lion is in Africa. Now we're talking about the twin lions that they call Aker, okay, which is showing the equator, which you get equal from. Yeah, I'm not gonna put no energy off in that. You understand? Because they reverse engineered that. But this is the understanding that you get. This is where you get the twin lions from in front of the African temple. Okay, this is the temple of a set at Philae. I spelled that wrong, but that's okay. So here it is, seeing it from the front. You see the twin lions in front of the temple at Philae. Now we going into India. We going into Asia, what you call the food dog. Okay, ain't no goddamn coincidence. All of this is not no goddamn coincidence. They mamas and daddies was the Kushites that was the original founders of the goddamn land, fool. Wake up, okay? So when you go to the Chinese temple, you go to the Indian temple, and you see the lion there, and understandably, the lion is not indigenous to Africa. I mean, to India or Asia. Matter of fact, where is that map at? Okay, right here. This is showing, I'm gonna show this so do you understand that one little spot, you could go look it up. That one little spot where it's a Asiatic lion in the Gira Forest, that's the only area on the Asian continent where the Asiatic lion is still living. There is no lion nowhere on the whole of the Asian continent. Why? Because, goddamn it, they wasn't indigenous. And if you look to the left, you can see that is right on the peripheral of the monsoons where the Africans was coming from Africa. Now, if you look, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna blow that up. I can blow that up so I can show you where the lion is indigenous in Africa. I can show you that. Let me take that on out. So that's where the lion is all over Africa. And then you go to Asia, and you got, that's the only area in Asia because the Africans carried the lion to Asia. Just like the goddamn Germans brought the goddamn German Shepherd to North America. No different. You understand what I'm saying? So now that's very profound because you see right here, this lion is the national symbol for Sri Lanka. They ain't even got a lion in the damn land unless they sailed it from Africa. So see, this is before them. This is before them. You see, and then you go to India, and where the actual tiger is the indigenous cat of the land, but instead of them putting up the damn lion or the tiger, they put up the lion. It's no different than the Lion of Judah or none of the rest of them. All of them is stealing that the real lion kings are those kings of Africa. Let me go back up here. Ain't no problem. It ain't no problem. I can talk that talk, but I can walk that goddamn walk too. Let me, come on, computer. Let me show y'all. Let me go back up here. We talking about these twin lions. You see what I'm saying? So you see right here, and then you come to China, you go into Bali, you go into Burma, you go into Vietnam, you got the same consciousness that came out. This is in Turkey. This is in Anatolia. So when I show, I don't just show no one nation. I show 5, 6, 7 goddamn nations at once. That's the depth of my understanding. That's the depth. So when I show you this and this all across, you cannot for 1 second assume that it's a coincidence. This is a common culture that been carried all across the world by the mothers and fathers of all civilization and culture on the planet, and that's the African. Okay? Now look at this. This is a sphinx from India. You see them right there. Again, we already showed where the lion, now why they don't venerate? Because they honor, these are the Kushites. See? These are the Kushites that came before them. You see this? This is the Kushite, kings as the lion. And then you go right into India. And then I didn't put the Olmec lion, the jaguar up there. You see right here where they venerate all, because these are the Kushites. These before the Indian of the day. You see them with the sphinx all over the Hindu art, okay? Which they got up out of Africa. Talking that talk, I got to talk that talk today. Let me come on down. Now, this is what's crazy. Let me talk this with y'all. Now, look at this. Let me show y'all something that's so profound, because the lion developed his mane, the color of the lion, is developed based on the savanna of Africa. You understand what I'm saying? That's why his mane and the color of the lion is camouflage. You understand? That's showing you his development of where he originated from. Everything, when you look at something, regardless whether it's an animal or whatever it is, physically, it evolves based on the environment of where it comes from. Black people. And I'm hitting niggas hard today where you see it's a fucking ice storm all across the United States. All across, it's a goddamn frigid storm. You know what I'm saying? From the top to the bottom. You understand? No part of Africa will ever get as cold as the hottest region of North America. Should I say that again? There is no part of Africa, no part, north to south, that will get as cold as the hottest part of North America, which we call Florida, you understand? Or I think maybe it's certain parts of Texas that might be in the tropical zone. But goddamn it, it be cold in northern Florida. I was there. I could not believe it. If you go in North Florida, it get cold than a motherfucker. Okay, now it might stay warm in the southern tip of Florida, but that's the hottest part of North America. Well, got no part of Africa get as cold as the hottest part of North America. So the question becomes, if we indigenous or aboriginal, and I went over aboriginal, abnormal, a Boer, where you not there, you understand, hatred towards the original. When you say Boer, that's the strongest form of hate. So when you use that term ab or aboriginal, okay, or you say not original, nigga, the terminology is garbage. Why do you're not Asiatic? Either you Asian or you not. Fuck all that Asiatic. I'm Asian, bitch. What the attic is, nigga? Either you're Asian or you're not. I'm the Moorish Science Temple, the ish, sorta, kinda, but not quite. You niggas is all mixed up and don't have no true blueprint of where you come from. Aboriginal. So fuck aboriginal. What the fuck landmass? You're not original as an African to all landmass. That's just like the white man is not original. I'm not gonna use that term original. Why would you? What is aboriginal when you could just say original? I'm original. Okay, I'm original to where though? You understand? What is your environment that produced you? So when you look at our people, and I'm gonna go over this one more again so you understand it. You got many shades within the black race. And I use the term African race because again, I use the term so we could be 100% on point, because black is not a land. So when we say black, we speaking to a divine color of our people, but that's not a landmass, that because there's other dark-skinned people on the planet. So I say African. Okay, so when you're looking at African people, you see that we come in all shades of color. But the one thing we understand is that the light can't produce the dark. You understand what I'm saying? But the dark can produce all shade within the spectrum. The blackest African can produce an albino. Okay, so if you got two yellow Africans, they're not gonna be able to produce one as dark as the Ugandan, but they Africans nonetheless. But we have to understand the level of how melanin go. So if the darkest can produce the lightest, and the lightest cannot produce the darkest in that sense, okay, that means the darkest had to come first. Okay, the darkest had, and so just like anything in creation, it has an environment in which it's defined by its environment. So we know that the darkest of our people did not originate in Siberia, did not originate in the cold motherfucking area of Michigan and goddamn Ohio and goddamn Kentucky and goddamn all up in Massachusetts and shit and all of that. We know goddamn well that in order for people to be that dark, then they will have to come from the equator. That's just a given goddamn. And when you look at animals that come out the motherfucking north, whether it be the polar bear, whether it be the Arctic fox, whether it be the Arctic hare, or all of them motherfuckers is white. That's just proof. So when we say we original to the earth, that's a goddamn lie. We're not aboriginal. I don't want to use that term, but we not aboriginal to this whole goddamn planet. That's ridiculous. Even though we migrated there and we colonized all, does not mean that's where our phenotype, our physical being developed from the very beginning. And that's foolish for you niggas to even assume that. So you mean to tell me, and that's why they have to cut off the darkest of our people. I'm not African, because you ain't gonna be able to explain as cold. And motherfuckers talking about, where at one point in time, it ain't never been no point in time when this shit wasn't cold. God damn it. If you go back goddamn 10, 20,000, we talking about an ice age. So when is you talking about? You talking about times immemorial where niggas can't even document, even if that's true. And I don't believe none of that. I believe them areas in the north is cold and always been cold because based on how this planet is situated in the universe. It's cold up there. Okay? I don't give a fuck how you explain that. It's icebergs, nigga. And Michigan and all of that shit was up under the fucking ice. Okay, it was up under the ice, and you can prove it was up under the ice because it still get cold as fuck right now today. Even though the ice ain't over that Arctic wind blow down on that landmass heavily every fucking year. I done lived in goddamn Michigan all my motherfucking life, nigga. It's cold, nigga. It's cold. Ain't no motherfucking way you gonna tell me no African dark is the ones in Kenya and Uganda. And you got to explain them first. You can't explain the light. You got to explain the dark one first because the light came out of the dark, nigga. The light came out of the dark. So ain't no way our people originated in these lands. That's a motherfucking lie. Stop playing games with life. That's just like that Atlantean shit. Y'all niggas want to make up a false. That does not mean our people was not first in these lands and establish civilization before any of it. Does not mean that. But these niggas is traitorous to the fact that they have to deny the African slave trade. And I've been on these niggas. And I'm gonna stay on you lying ass nigga. You could have said we was here before the white man and it was the slave trade. You could have did that. You could have did that and people would have respected you. You know what I'm saying? Because you wouldn't have denied your African brother his rightful due of what they done to him. You didn't have to deny that, but you had to be a traitorous nigga. All them Aboriginal niggas is traitorous niggas. I said it and you don't like it, you can get the fuck off of my shit. I didn't deny the fact that the African was the mothers and fathers of civilization and what they call the so-called Americans. I put up all documentation that we was here before anybody. So I didn't take nothing away from, the people that want to say we was here because I put the facts up there that we are the first that come into this land. I put it up there. But the fact that y'all would deny that, and it's the most vicious Holocaust that ever happened on the planet, and you would deny your brothers and sisters their rightful due to demand justice for this goddamn genocide. You traitorous niggas denied us just to tell a goddamn lie. Fuck y'all niggas. I don't fuck with you niggas. I don't. Something wrong with y'all niggas, man. That's why they deny. You hear niggas out there say they killing us because of our fucking standing in law. Bitch, shut up. I done seen so many of them crackers drag you feds wearing, fucking feather wearing ass nigga. They went out to fucking Oklahoma, had you niggas out in the cold like a motherfucker. They built that goddamn oil fucking pipeline right up under that shit, and you hoe ass niggas didn't do shit. Okay, you talking about we gonna sign up for some goddamn dumb shit like that, and they went out there and all them motherfuckers stood out there like they were, and they still built that shit and gonna build wherever the fuck they want to build. If it's a part of them keeping power on this planet, they not gonna let no little motherfuckers like y'all stop them from building anything anywhere they want to build it in this nation. So if y'all couldn't stop them motherfuckers from doing that, what the fuck you make think you gonna stop them by just signing up for some fake ass shit? Y'all niggas stupid. Just signing up for some shit. That's all right. Go ahead and sign up for it, nigga. But they coming to your door any goddamn way. All right. And so we go down here and we look at India. You understand, with the lion. And when you go to Dendera, how is it that you see the lion on the back of the serpent in the form of a boat as if he's sailing across the damn water? Look at it. You understand what I'm saying? As divinity, those are two symbols of royalty and divinity going across the water that is always symbolic of the African king and queen. When you see that serpent, when you see that king cobra, and you see that lion, you is seeing two royal emblems of the royalty of Africa, the African kings and queens. Let me go down. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping right now. If you got to go to bed, go to bed. Let me I'll stop in a minute. I ain't stopping right now. Okay? Now, give me 15 more minutes, family. Can I get 15 more minutes? Can I get 15 more minutes? Now we looking. You see the Naga chomper? See, we burned Naga chomper. We didn't know that was us. We didn't know that the Naga and the charm and calm and harm, you understand? All of that is a derivative of black. It's symbolic. When you say charm, when you say harm, when you say calm, and I understand the measure, but all of that in any understanding in any continent is a derivative of black. Psalm, sham, harm. All of that is a derivative of black. So when you say samurai, and then you go in the box, it's ham, and then you got the profession of Cam in Egypt. Okay, you got Cham, Cam, ham, samurai. So the Nile is the African, the Kushite, and the Champa or Kampa. You see what I'm saying? Which is African. You can look right in that. That's a brother of Champa. Now Champa was next to which is modern day Vietnam. I can show y'all a map. I ain't going nowhere right now, family. Give me about 15 more minutes. Where's that map at? I gotta get it up there. Okay, I don't know where it's exactly where, and I'm not gonna hunt it down right now. I'm not gonna hunt it down right now. But you can look right in the African. That's a sister from Vietnam, from the Philippines. We're not talking about no straight. We talking about straight up sister, nigga, with an afro, blue eye, nigga. Pick with the black fist on the end. You can look at her face, you can look at her nose, and see exactly who it is. You can see the woolly hair on the brother. You see the lips, you see the nose, and that don't always prove. You understand what I'm saying? So we got some backup. You see what I'm saying? And so we dealing with the nag chopper. We're gonna show you that everywhere we go, and if you using the expression of naga, nigga, niggas, it is of a divine royal expression. Wait a minute. You see nagas, nagas, okay, king of kings, okay? Then you got nagis, okay, which is queen. You got the naga, niggas, nagas, and you got niggas, okay? That's niggas with the I, okay, which means queen in Ethiopia, okay? We did the Kebra Nagas. Let me go down. Then you got Nagita. Not only do you got Nagasaki, you got Nagita in Japan, okay? When you go to South America, you got La Negra, okay? Not only do you got La Negra, you got La Negrita. La Negrita, which is a beautiful African woman, okay? Then you got this sister showing you Amara La Negra, okay? Showing you that it's an African woman, okay? Of a divine expression. Then when you look at Senegal, you see Niga, okay? You see Niga, okay? Let me keep it up. La Negrita, the Black Madonna in Cartago, Costa Rica. Okay, so they got and so La Negrita is the name of the Black Madonna of Costa Rica. So why is it wherever we go, when we see that expression is a royalty and divinity, the only place where you see it in a negative expression is with the white boy, who's the last one to come on the planet with a language. Everywhere else you go, I done went across 3 continents. I done went from Asia, I done went into Africa, I done went into the America. The only place where you see the expression of it, and it's spelled a particular way, N-I-G-G-E-R, and when you hear it, see, African people always use that A, that E, they gonna put that vowel. See, when he put that R on the end, see, That's that caveman shit. See, that's that, you know how motherfucker grunt. You see what I'm saying? He's grunting. He put a grunt on the end of it. So you say nigger, you hit a on the end of the motherfucker. See, we put the A's and the E's. You know what I'm saying? Nagas. You understand what I'm saying? Negus. You understand what I'm saying? Nagita. You see what I'm saying? Lanagra. We don't put, you know what I'm saying? When he put that R, so you can hear a whole different expression coming from the white boy. Okay? Now look, wait a minute. It's some more expressions. Where they at? I'm hot tonight, baby. Don't go nowhere yet. Don't go nowhere yet. So wait a minute, let me show y'all. I got to show y'all this. Wait a minute, where that one at? I got to show y'all this. I got to. Don't go nowhere. Here it is. Look at this. You think I'm playing with your family? You think now you see the two twa, you see the wool in their hair, okay? That ain't no goddamn straight head Asian. Okay, you see the pyramid. This right here is in Indonesia. Now, wait a minute now. You can go look this up now. This is Candy Sawu, okay? This is in Indonesia. Now, I was studying this site. I say, damn, the pyramid is all across the Asian periphery. Now watch this, family. I'm studying this site. Now when you see this, tell me what you see. Wait a minute. You see the pyramids, right? Now watch this. You see that African riding on that elephant. You can see the African. Do you see the afro on his head? If anybody don't see that, please, motherfucker, explain to me what you see. Now, this is in Indonesia, and you can clearly see he got a goddamn afro on his head. That's in Indonesia, okay? Said he didn't make that up, okay? Showing you. That's the Naga. That's the Naga right there. That's the Naga right there. You got a problem with that? Please, nigga, explain to me why. You understand? So we're not saying that, nigga, we just latching on. We telling the exact fact, nigga, we are the Naga Kushite. Wait a minute. I can't get away. And this is another chopper. You understand what I'm saying? Where we could put it right up there and show and prove that's exactly who it is. And she from the Philippines. Okay, just so you know that. She from the Philippines, and that look like her little brother right there. That look just like her little brother. Ain't got to make it up. That's who it is. So when you go over there, they think and want to show you, because African people got the slant eye too now. African people got the slant eye. Give me 15. You ain't got to give me 15. I just want to go out banging hard for the family. I want to go out banging hard for the family. Hold up. Hold up. Where that information at? Look at this. Look at this right here. Just so you see. How is that? Nagara. You see the drum? You see the drum? I should have brought that up too. Nagara. It's a particular type of drum, an African drum in Asia. Okay, nobody talking about that. Okay, so when the family say nigga, naga, nagara, or how do you know that's not our historical memory bank opening up, professing when we divine? Let me come up out of this. Let me come up out of this. Because y'all, I got to bring it home, family. I got to bring it home. I got to bring it home. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to understand, number one, there's something awakening in us today that we don't truly understand exactly what it is. Okay? And you know, we have to be open to what we could find in our search for self. We have to be open. We can't be shutting now we know certain shit is not us. We know certain shit is not us. You understand what I'm saying? But with this type of evidence, when we dealing with the serpentine, we understand it's the spine. We understand that and not just the spine, but the whole system. And it ends with the phallus. okay? It ends with the phallus because that's like Demeter. You understand what I'm saying? When your shit working right, and all the brothers know, and you get up on that good day in the morning, you already know, nigga, you rise with the sun. And that they show it on the walls where the phallus was right there, you know, and that's what the obelisk is. And that's how they judge what time it is. You understand? Based off of that sundial, which they use in the obelisk as a sundial. They could tell exactly what time of day it is. So that's the phallus of Osiris. So when your system is profoundly working, the one thing is that, nigga, soon as your consciousness, you ready, your phallus will rise up. And a lot of times it rise up in the morning. It's like a meter, nigga. Let you know how your system is pumping. Your shit ain't working, nigga. Your system clogged up. That's why they keep you nervous. That's why they keep your ass off balance. That's why they keep you in the religion. Keep you confused about the connection. Because if you know you can, then you're going to diet, you're going to meditate, you're going to do the things that's necessary to keep the system working in full capacity. So if you don't know you got the system and you don't know, you understand, let me add something. You know, just like when they had them tsunamis over there. And the one key thing that a lot of people kept saying is that before the tsunami came and hit, you know what they saw? They saw the animals going towards the hills. They say that shit looked like some shit out of, you know, when Noah, you see the motherfucking animals. They say the animals already knew. That's how a lot of them start. They say, what the fuck? They saw all the animals heading to the mountains, going up, nigga. And so motherfuckers got scared and started following the goddamn animal. You know why? Because the animal's connected. You see? See, some motherfuckers saw that. And they saw the divinity in the animal. That's the animal spirit. You understand? They was showing motherfuckers. Some motherfuckers didn't see that. They ass down there looking stupid, not making the connection, and they ass got swept up. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, people understand that when we on that level, again, you understand? And like I said, you can't be the Hindu and thinking that it's all about, you know, non-violence. No, it's about right action. Okay, I don't want nobody to say, because sometimes violence is necessary to make right. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not telling nobody to be violent, but that's a necessary possibility. So we can't just, and so many times them niggas will take, you know, they would take brutality, you know, and there's no way you can master this system in oppression. You have to free yourself from oppression. That's why when you see, you know, your family getting jumped on, it's no way. That's a hit on the system. If you eating food that's fucking up your arteries, how in the hell, and the arteries is in your nerves and shit is what take the messages throughout your body. If your fucking nerves is fucked up, ain't nothing getting through. The system is not working. So there's no way we can master the system. It's some of us that can develop it to a certain point, and then we get to a point where we have to detox. Because even while we develop up to a certain point, we still took in a lot of negativity, a lot of negative erratic frequency is all in the air. You see what I'm saying? So you cannot just let shit stay. See, that's not right action. When you got right thought, you got to have right action behind it. And then it got to be steadfast, where it's not something you do for a week. You get on and then it got to be continuous understanding that it got to be a free people on this planet. And when you understand your divinity, you will understand your destiny. You see what I'm saying? You ain't going to understand your destiny until you understand your divinity. When you accept your divinity, then your destiny going to appear before you. And when you master your destiny, then you become deity. You see what I'm saying? But you got to accept your divinity, that you the chosen of the cosmos. You got the system that was built for this cosmos. You was the one built the original, and everything outside of the motherland is a digress. We don't know what it is. Don't even have, nigga, it ain't us. We need to clean up and let it be. We need to clean the planet up. Take control first of your own mind. I'm about to get up off of here. First, take control of your own mind. First battle is to win here. And then once you mastered it, you got to understand, number one, you can't do it by yourself. So as you master yourself, you got to understand to complete the process, you got to link with the like brethren and the like sisters that's on the same path. Because we understand that we have to master self and master our understanding, but we cannot do it in oppression. And see, that's accepting our destiny. See, if you ain't accepting your destiny, if you're not stepping up to that motherfucking beast and understand it, you got to go. You got to go. You got to go from here. And that's the only, when he's gone and the erratic thinking is gone, no niggas is putting their hands on babies, no sisters without husband, no husband without wife. When families is strong once again, the only way that's gonna happen is to free this planet from white supremacy. I guarantee you niggas can talk whatever you want. I can guarantee you can come back 100 years. If you have not understood this, I guarantee you'll be talking about the same motherfucking shit. I guarantee how we gonna do, how we shut your ass up, accept your divinity. Understand you are and I'm about to leave here. Understand that you are God's chosen, that you are the best, there is none better. Your ancestor laid down the most advanced system that ever existed. And studying the cosmos over 1,000,000 years, go back to your ancestors. Any other form of fraudulent understanding of this Hinduism, Aboriginal, nigga, you are flawed in thinking, you're gonna fail. Number one, the best blueprint is the ancestor. Understand that you chose another cosmos. You got the most advanced spiritual system on the planet. You don't have to be inducted in it. You was born in divinity. The black woman is God. The womb of the black woman is holy. She has only given birth to divine children. Understand that you didn't come here to look for no God. You was born of God, from God, have always been connected to this so-called God, which is the creator. Okay, make that connection. Understand that your body is a mechanism created to send and receive and send information all throughout the cosmos. Your healing, your transformation all takes place with your connection to the cosmos. Once you get that and understand that, but also understand that you cannot fully develop it in oppression, then it becomes your destiny to free your people and bring a peace upon this planet where we can fully and successfully develop to where we need to develop to. Do not hide. Don't think no prayers, no incense, no yoga, none of that gonna save your ass. If your people dying and you in the fucking room hiding like a fucking coward, praying and bending and ain't doing, nigga, you's a sissy. Okay, get up off of your ass and understand that your destiny is to help join, lock arms with your brother and free this planet so that we could, and then once we do that and make that, then we gonna become deity. We divine. But when we accept our divinity, our destiny will reveal itself. And when we accept that destiny and bring that destiny to reality, then we're going to transform to deity. That's the Egyptian mystery system, to develop to deity. You see what I'm saying? To when you cross over, you are a deity. You see what I'm saying? When them brothers crossed, they was deity. And the only way we could do that, again, is to bring peace and freedom to African people, liberation and redemption to African people all across the planet. All right, family, tonight was the night, part 2, the Serpentine Mysticism. We be black again. We be black again real soon. Hi, I got to get my grades from the people. Let me get my grade. Let me get my grade. Y'all know I love and respect all my family. Woo! Man, I be trying to give it all at one time. Respect and love, family. Okay then. Well, I'm gonna get black. I say I'm gonna get black with y'all tomorrow, and I am. I'm gonna try to come on real early. Y'all stay with me. Subscribe, hit that notification. So I know most of y'all on here already done that. Family catching on. They catching on. Sarah Seti's page is growing and growing and growing. You understand what I'm saying? They tried to put me off, but I don't want to. This one right here gonna be here. It ain't going nowhere. And family gonna learn that this right here is the place to be. You understand? For family to grow, show love and respect. You understand? And ain't no division on this platform here. You can always come in. You can always ask me a question. Okay? But do it in respect. And the peace and love to my moderators, Patah, Django. They be shutting that shit down. Thank you, brothers, for being here for me. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. This is the General Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. African pop.